like him. He has been such a big influence in this community. Also, he is a burlesque performer. Very keep it going for Chris Lansdowne!
How we doing, folks? My dad isn't here. I don't think. I mean, he fucking could be. I have no fucking clue. I'm black. He left ages ago. So, it's so good to be here tonight. I've already achieved my life goal. Just before I came here, I managed to round my bill up with tip to $69.69.
Nice.
I'm still 12, apparently. No, but life goals are funny, right? When I was a kid, if you had told me that I could invent cool cars that everybody wants to own, or fire rockets into space, or own a website that people will literally pay to be a member of, I'd be like, man, that sounds pretty cool. And yet somehow Elon Musk exists. I mean, you gotta hand it to the guy, right? And by it, I mean a live hand grenade. It's pretty impressive to do all that cool shit and still be absolute fucking garbage. I don't know how he does it. And apparently he was living with this Grimes, I think was her name. 16 years younger than him. Well, big Grimes fan in there. Literally one. 16 years younger than him. Leonardo DiCaprio saw that and went, hold my beer. And his girlfriend said, I'm not allowed. Leo's dating history is basically military time. It keeps going, it hits 24, and then it starts again. Aging is great, isn't it? I've gone from dating people who remember the Spice Girls to avoiding people who are named after the Spice Girls. It's hard for me to fathom that was 20 plus years ago. God, I'm old. I'm so old now that the MCP will pay someone to stick a finger up my ass, which is it's a good money-saving tip, gents, if you're... Anyway, I'm not here to judge. Can't complain, it's free healthcare. Free healthcare is great. But I figured that I was getting old when there was a social media platform I didn't understand. Like TikTok, I have no idea what that's for. I thought that was the noise a clock made. But now it's worse. There's a social media platform I've never heard of. Apparently Be Real is a thing? What? I don't know. But I saw... This is great. I'm laughing at my own joke. I saw a piece of news on there. I'll get to it in a minute. Being a stand-up comedian right now is actually just really fucking easy. I could have walked up here with a newspaper and just gone, that shit. You cannot write jokes better than reality. I don't know if any of you have seen this. There's a guy in the US, I believe it's Tennessee, but let's face it, it's probably fucking Florida, who is suing the manufacturer of a butt plug. Have you seen this news? Oh boy, are you in for a treat. This butt plug is advertised as pure silicone. 100% silicone butt plug. Great! He decided that he was going to wear it to his MRI appointment. As you do. Where are you going, honey? Oh, I'm just going to go get an MRI done. Doesn't work without the sound effect. And he goes and he lies down, and let's just say that there was a metal core in this butt plug, and I've heard of rearranging your guts. But oh boy! In the legal pleadings, it was referred to as an anal rail gun. In other news, Ron DeSantis is trying to make those legal in Florida. It's a good thing that the MRI, he's alive, by the way, because he's suing people. If the MRI had been on the lower part of his body, just like death by ricocheting butt plug does not sound like something I want to do. Incidentally, Anal Railgun is the name of my Butthole Surfers cover band. And if that isn't a thing, it fucking well should be. Oh, healthcare's great in this city, isn't it? That's the punchline too. I recently started seeing a new massage therapist though, and she is fabulous. I had these kinks, and look, one session with her, she's so good at getting the kinks out. I don't even want to get pissed on them. That's a joke. I still want to get pissed on them. No, my massage therapist is great, but every now and then she comes up with these absolute gems, and I'm going to share this story with you. I have her permission to do it. Let's call her Kim, because that's her name. Kim is one of my favorite humans. She has kept every single dick pic she's ever received from anyone. Yeah, big gasp, right? And I was like, okay, but why though? So she's waiting until 3D printers become affordable. And then she's going into business. It's like try before you buy. You know that group on Facebook, like, are we dating the same guy? She's gonna go on there and just post a link to her business on there. I figure that should make her a penny or two. I got some great friends. A friend of mine got very drunk one night, and he actually was successful in securing a nocturnal activity partner, but he had no protection, so he had to go to the drugstore. Loaded drunk. Goes up with 128 pack of condoms. Buddy, either you're going to be there for a while, or I feel sorry for her already. He spent a little bit more than he thought on booze, so his card was declined. Now he's devastated now, so he goes, puts those back, comes back with a 64. I didn't know they sold condoms in 64 packs, let alone 128. Still declined. So he comes back with a roll of cling wrap and a pack of rubber bands. And she still went home with him! The skills he has, I'm telling you, it's... But that's not a job I could do. I could never work in customer service anymore. I don't have the patience for it. Jobs, though, you know, how do you get a job as a Hollywood executive? That's what I want to know. You see that Battleship is a movie now? What do you just sit there going G27? Meanwhile, Myrtle in the back didn't realize it was a movie and says bingo. But I'm just waiting for it now. This executive is sitting there, some trust fund baby who's got people waiting on him hand and foot, gold-plated toenail clippers and everything. I got it. We all know old MacDonald had a fire. But how did he get it? Young MacDonald. Coming soon. EI only on Disney Plus. Like, would you put it past them at this point, honestly? But the other job, normally I'm all about equality. I firmly believe that equal pay for equal work is a thing. Women and men should be equal in all things, and there's one exception to this rule. Bear with me on this one. Mm-hmm. I really don't want a woman to get the job as the Grim Reaper. And there's logic to this, right? Because we all know that there isn't a woman on this planet who is ever going to come for Jordan Peterson. A bit of a slow burn, which incidentally is where we'd like to see Jordan Peterson. In a slow burn. Isn't this great? Listen one more time for Bree and Veronica and everybody welcome to the show. So I do want to leave you on this one story. So I grew up in Barbados. Which isn't as great as it sounds. There's only so many places you can get sand before it's tiring. But one of the things about Barbados, they have this show that used to be on the radio called Write a Request. And you could send in songs that you wanted to request for your friends. You know, this was back in the day before email was a thing. before computers were a thing. I'm very old, did we mention that? And you would hear these requests all the time. So I would like to play I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston, For the Love of My Life. I know he has 3 other women and he has 6 kids for other women as well, but I know really he's the only one for me. And I'm just thinking, man, I can't even get a date. What the heck? Anyway, folks, thanks so much for coming out tonight. I feel awesome. Have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of the show.